Yo. Hey, CMass.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. Yeah, we taking over. Listen,
spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali, Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing that spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 643, we're here switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the bitch. Out of Glock 4-5, blow your head out with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Kane got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need bricks, I said I
if
get
you
it.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground, 'cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Yo. Oh.
Listen.
Not much, bro. I legit passed out and luckily my wife woke up to eat or something like that and woke me up. I woke up, it was like 9:45 and I was like, oh shit, it's like 45 minutes in. And I was like, oh wait, this is special, man.
Are you off the work?
Oh, for life.
So hot, damn it, she Miami on fire, you better be. Might get shot on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run this,
'Cause we
rip routes
taking
by the
over.
shit.
Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
BXTS, nigga.
Listen.
Back when you see crack, better duck like the Mac, gotta ease pants. Nigga, what shit? I don't give a fuck, I run these streets. Y'all talk that shit, I want that beef. I'ma tell you like a G told me, they'll come back quick if a nigga OD. Cash rule everything around me. I'm YSL, Versace. You can see me in that Porsche GT. Coming down Sunset, sitting on D. Feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm blowing mad trees. Nigga, please, I spit crack every verse is key. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally
If you
free.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot you unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground, 'cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Listen.
Birdman dead, I'm number one. Nigga came at me wrong, so we got him done. Fucking with the family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? Fucking with some niggas that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers that feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love brain, I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist rush apart, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will bust your medulla. That's a bullet hole, it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big
Cause we
kahuna.
take
You dig?
it over, one city at a time.
Yeah. You know, tech.
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl 34 here in Better League. We've got ourselves a hell of a matchup. I'm your standard host, CMass, hosting this one here with a couple special guests. I got some AFC South foes here with me today. Gonna go to random order. We're gonna start off with Dealingdebts. Matt is in here. Dealingdebts, how you feeling tonight, baby?
Doing good. Excited for tonight. Two new Super Bowl opponents. We're gonna get a first time winner. I'm excited about it.
And a Super Bowl winner himself followed up, Mr. Matt there. We've got Ben Tennant here, a Super Bowl champion himself, man. Tell me about what it's like to be in this game.
Yeah, I definitely know from experience. This is what it's all about. I mean, you play CFMs, you play for fun, but ultimately, this is what it's all about: winning a championship. 34th Super Bowl ought to be a good one.
Hey Ben, do you think it's going to be the same as it was back then when you won? Back in, what was that, Super Bowl 2 or 3? Or times changed?
They've
We're going to get a first-time winner.
Since the last time the Ben won the Super Bowl is what he's implying, but we've got ourselves a hell of a game here. Matt mentioned it already. Two users that have never won a Super Bowl in Better League, so we will have a brand new Super Bowl winner joining the alleged Hall of Champions, if it exists. If it doesn't exist, I'm going to start it off with Ben Tennant. Tell me about this matchup. What are the keys to the game for these two users to come out with their first Super Bowl victory?
All right, so absolutely the key to the game really for me is one player, and that's Nick Chubb. I expect little Alex's offense to be at a high efficiency as usual, but if Nick Chubb can get into freight train early and that Cleveland offense becomes as unstoppable as it was with something like 10 punts all year, just simply, that's not out of interceptions, that's out of efficiency that we saw that from here this year. So I think for both sides, that matchup with Nick Chubb is going to be the key.
Absolutely. And Matt, I'll get your thoughts here in a second, but we're going to go ahead and start off with the first play of the game here. Tyrod Taylor is going to start under center and hand it off to Gibson, who's had himself a hell of a year, gotten himself evasive with a decent run there in first down. Matt, your keys to the game for these two users to come away with a Super Bowl win.
You know, looking at it, obviously Nick Chubb's number one. For Alex, he needs to keep Schwartz. Someone in front of Schwartz the whole time. That's his other go-to. So if he could keep Schwartz, from getting that big play, and Chubb contained, I think Alex has a W here. Gets to hold the trophy.
Handoff here to Gibson. Gibson's going to get a few more yards. He's going to come up short of the first down. Do me a favor, leave the Discord, come right back, because your mic is not that great right now connection-wise. 33, it is a hurry up. You know what that means? Tyrod Taylor's going to be a shotgun formation. Just go ahead and drop back. Only a four-man rush. He's got plenty of time. He's going to dump it down underneath. Can he get it? He does look like he got it. Does Madden give it to him? They do. First down for Washington football team.
Yeah, a little bit surprising, especially with the defense and dime there, to run the hurry up only to pass it out to the flats. Yeah. It was pretty tight there. I thought for sure he'd hand it off again, but keeping the defense on their toes.
Taylor drops back again. Only a four-man rush. Plenty of time. He's got his man. He throws it up to Thomas. Logan Thomas for Virginia Tech Hokie. Quarterback able to get a huge play there down at the 40-yard line.
Yep, and as we get a pause here, we see an early sighting of some man defense from the Cleveland Browns. It's a very good secondary, we all know. Not quite as good as the famous Super Bowl champion Browns of Madden 21 with Connor, but nevertheless, still a lot of speed all over the place. Really, I mean, it's a pretty safe bet to say that they're going to stay in man, and we're not going to see anything change. However, if little Alex continues to pick it apart, especially over the middle of the field like that, so maybe see a little bit more zone out of this Browns team.
So far, that's a huge play. The play of the game so far, Logan Thomas go ahead and get a huge play there. You see in the bottom right-hand corner, Austin, the Browns user, able to go ahead and see him today with that face cam. Tyrod Taylor going to hand it off to Gibson. Gibson's going to try to bounce it outside with Jadeveon Clowney waiting there with the bear hug, brings him down for a 3-yard gain.
Yep, once again, 1st and 10 going to Antonio Gibson, and that's been a recipe for success throughout this entire playoffs, throughout the NFC. Now, of course, going up against a very stout. I mean, this isn't just a great secondary. They have a great front seven as well, which Hero has done a great job deving here over this first year.
It is going to be a read option. Tyrod Taylor's going to go ahead and keep it and takes an unnecessary hit. Austin a little upset not to get a fumble there, but I noticed out there that Owusu Koromora able to get X factor now. There's been those extra adjustments, extra devs before the Super Bowl. Matt, your thoughts on that read option? So I got you here, Dealing Debts. Looks like we may have lost Dealing Debts. He'll come back in shortly, hopefully. 3rd and 3 here. This is big because this is going to look like it'll probably be a field goal chance, although knowing Alex, he may be aggressive. Few adjustments here from Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor going to go ahead and do a play action plenty of times. Got his man underneath. Dumps it underneath with the possession catch. Able to get it in.
Yep, that's a good, safe route, combination that he feels very comfortable with. You can just tell by the timing on that play that he's run that, in key situations already several times this season and throughout this playoffs. Just perfect timing. And I think definitely that's 4-down territory right there. Again, maybe a run situation, keeping the defense on their toes with the pass.
And off to Gibson. Gibson's going to go ahead and go up the middle for maybe a yard or two. Able to go ahead and get a couple yards there, making it a 2nd and 8. I think we might have Matt back. Matt is left again. Okay. Your thoughts on that play?
Yeah, I think that 2-yard game was more successful than old Matt, a.k.a. Taint, a.k.a. Dealing Debts, ability to speak in chat at the very least. But big plays here early on.
Thomas to the corner. Logan Thomas is there. Did he get it in? No, he does not get both feet in bounds. That second foot went slightly into the white. Now a 3rd and 8. And we thought we had our first touchdown of the game.
And honestly, I think that's worth a challenge. I mean, on a stage this big, I know obviously you want to, those timeouts are even more precious, but he may have gotten both feet down there.
I think he might have been a little short there, but now coming out on a heavy nickel look here, only 3 down linemen, I probably would have ran that. He has this man over and up. He's too late. That could be picked off. Oh my goodness. If Greedy Williams just had any sort of awareness, that could have been a pick of the game, but now we're going to see the field goal unit come out.
Yeah, and just waited a beat late for that route combination to develop there. Wound up with 3 receivers all covered by 1 player.
Yeah.
And it went right to Greedy Williams as we get our first score here.
Matt, do we got you back? Oh boy. Yeah, I see you in here, Matt, but your mic's not doing anything. So you got yourself muted or something, or the input's not working. But anyway, so big first drive there for Washington. I think solid job there by the Cleveland defense after that big play to Logan Thomas over the middle. Hold him to 3 points there when it really looked like they might get a touchdown there on that corner route. And now we're going to see Cleveland get the ball for the first time. And you mentioned it earlier, Nick Chubb. And I think we might see a heavy dose of that on this first drive.
Yeah, and CMass, obviously, you being a division mate of Heroes, I mean, you got to see him twice already this season with this offense. What is it that we should specifically look for besides Nick Chubb in this game?
I think it's a fairly obvious. Everyone knows if it's not Chubb, it's going to be an RPO or maybe a deep shot to Schwartz, and that's the game plan. So here comes that handoff to Chubb, and it's just wide open down the middle, and he just shakes off 2 defenders. Jonathan Allen had to bring him down after an 11-yard gain, and that's not what you want. If you're playing hero, I don't care if he comes out in a 3 wide receiver set. I'm usually going to come out in maybe a base 3-4. Just because me personally, I feel like you can cover his wide receivers. He's not really looking downfield all too often unless Nick Chubb is lit up here. And now we're going to see a potential play action here. Baker Mayfield making a few adjustments here. Loves that route to Nick Chubb. He drops back. It's not there. He's looking for Y. Also not there. So he's going to take off a little bit. No! Abke with an unfortunate animation. Beckham Jr. able to go ahead and get a big play. I thought that was about to be a user.
Yeah, and he just mistimed it. He maybe hit that white button a little bit early before he potentially, especially with Troy Apke, have the chance to get over there and be right in the frame of that pass.
Matt, you working? Nope. Mayfield shotgun formation has got 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. It is going to be hand off the Chubb and Apke right there. And even when you got him in the backfield, he still shakes you off. But to hold him to a 2-yard gain, that's a win.
Yeah, no doubt. Every time he gets, really less than 5 yards, it's a win defensively. But you can see he doesn't even have the X factor let up yet, and he's already breaking at least 1 tackle every single run anyway. So, this is This is a recipe for success for the Browns and has been all year.
Yep, and if you see him come out in this formation, if you've watched any of his streams, you know a play's coming, and so do the Washington football team. Big hit on Anthony Schwartz. Great job there, now making it a 3rd and long, and that's a situation where Hero isn't as successful, obviously. Any user is going to be less successful on a 3rd and long.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think, he's in a pretty good spot. This game moving right along. He can even potentially hand it off here and could set up 4-down territory or just take the 3 and tie it up.
I was going to say it's a fairly conservative play call. He drops back. Here comes that pressure on a 3-man rush. He rolls out. He's got plenty of time because he's got the speed, and I think he's just going to go ahead and take the sack there. Unnecessary hit, and that's going to be a huge play, and now we will see the field goal unit for Cleveland come out.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a save right there for the Browns. That could have gone very badly.
Field goal is going to go up, and it is good. Matt, do we have you back yet? Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. It went from like working somewhat to not at all, and that's unfortunate. You're seeing on the instant replay that play of that sack, and I'm realizing now that we have that co-host cam part on there. But back on the regular screen here, and now it's tied up 3-3. We're getting close to the end of the first quarter, and sometimes when you have two users that don't play each other too often, they're feeling each other out. So, and I feel like that's what's happening now. What do you think?
No doubt. I think it's a combination, a little bit of a feeling out process, and then also, it's the big stage. Neither of these users, like we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, have ever been here. And not only does that mean they don't have a ring, but they've never experienced what this feels like.
Drops back. He's going to be looking underneath. He does hit Gibson quickly. Evasive is just dirty. Able to go ahead and get close to the first down. He reaches for it, but I think they're going to stay short, and that is going to be a 2nd and inches.
Yep, and that's an efficient first down play, extension of the run game type play that, that actually sets up a really should be aggressive 2nd and inches. Could take a deep shot here.
He's just going to go ahead and play it safe, and then Koromora, or however you pronounce it, able to go ahead and bring him down for a loss, and now we've got ourselves a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, huge play. I think that's a rookie here on this Browns defense, just adding to the layers of talent that they have.
Levels concept potentially. He's going to go ahead and drop that, and that's technically that is illegal, but Madden does not call it, so that's going to be a 4th and 1, although he may have been within 5 yards there. Matt, do we have you back yet?
No?
Yes, we got him. Matt, welcome back to the broadcast. We'll get Ben's thoughts on that play. Oh, my goodness, never mind. Forget you guys. 4th and 1 here. This is a huge play of the game. Very aggressive. Not sure how I feel about it. Hands it off to Gibson, and he just dives immediately going for that animation, and he gets it.
Talk about big nuts right there. Going for the 4th down here in the first quarter of a tie game on your own 34-yard line pays off. There's the coach decision, though.
It does take away the coach's decision, and you'll see him do that on the goal line, too. He just immediately dives. Okay, I was going to say he had a Logan Thomas, but that is a screen. So able to go ahead and get a few yards there and make it a 2nd and 7. Matt, glad we have you back. Your thoughts so far?
I got my computer working. What's going on in this game?
Well, your mic's not sounding too much better, honestly, but we got ourselves a 2nd.
I'm gonna call it quits, boys. This isn't working. I don't know why.
All right, well, we'll see you in the chat, man.
All right.
Unfortunate, all right, we're back. As Gibson's able to go ahead and get close to a 1st down there. Now a 3rd and 3. If you could explain to the folks what we missed.
Yep. Well, fortunately, didn't miss a whole lot on that drive. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but a lot of dink and dunk from the football team so far here on this drive, and it's been successful getting some key 3rd down conversions as we get a timeout from the Browns defensively, not liking that setup there. But yeah, just a little dink and dunk down the field. It's working well. Key 3rd down here, though.
Absolutely. A big 3rd down here. We've seen nothing but field goals so far as Top Madden Gaming brings in a party of 8. I've been summoned, ? Says Finn. No, I think we're good, man. I appreciate it. Drops back. Taylor's got man underneath. He is going to throw it underneath to Gibson. Gibson makes a 1-man miss. Can he make the 2nd? No. Kevin Byard able to go ahead and bring him down, but nonetheless gets that big 1st down.
Definitely. And again, just leaving the flats open. He's going to take that every time. You can tell maybe just a little bit tight on offense, but fortunately for him, he is still making the smart reads, just not necessarily looking downfield. Gonna have to here in the red zone when the field gets tight.
Taylor drops back. He's going to go ahead and dump it underneath to Gibson. Gibson could get there instead. He's going to go ahead and get the first down, though. Big first down, and now we might see our first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, absolutely vital to punch this one in for 6 after this long drive down the field. Just got to make sure you get in the end zone here.
Tyrod Taylor, he's tempting him to do an RPO. He's making a few adjustments here. He's going to hand it off to Gibson, and Gibson's going to be brought down short, but he's going to be at the 1-yard line now for a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if we see another shotgun look with an inside handoff. Those plays are really effective, and, the defense just simply has to account for the pass. You can't just ignore it totally.
Tyrod Taylor now again, 2nd and goal here, and I would punch it again up to Gibson, but let's see what he decides to do. He's going to go ahead and drop back, look for the pass. I'm not seeing anybody. Throws that low pass. Logan Thomas got it for the touchdown.
What a throw. What an absolute dot there. You can see the low pass, the accuracy, understanding where that linebacker dropped to, and just realizing you had a 15-play, 75-yard drive. I mean, that's clinical. From little Alex, big drive here for Hero to try and answer.
What a big play. And now, like you said, Hero's got to find himself an answer here. He hasn't had success for about a quarter and a couple minutes of getting the ball down the field. Let's see if he's able to make a few adjustments. Tay in the chat says, sorry, guys. Def didn't want you to spend any more time asking if I was there. PC acting up. Apparently, my PC's acting up, too. You passed on the virus or whatever you got going on. So it is what it is. Hoop God, Beeman. That's a name I haven't heard in a while with the follow. He was a member of Get for maybe 30 seconds. But I remember that name. So welcome, man. Appreciate the follow. Baker Mayfield in a shotgun formation. This is usually when you do some sort of RPO action here. He looks like he might make some changes, though, in this pistol formation. Going to go ahead and drop back. Pretty clean pocket. He's got A. Oh, no, he doesn't. And he's going to go ahead and throw it upfield. Instead, Apke with the pick, but he doesn't get his feet in bounds. Another missed opportunity for an interception.
Oh, and right on the sideline. You want so badly to get some kind of defensive animation, but really just great using on that play. Hero maybe had that just a split second earlier, but really the first time we've seen him try and push the ball down the field through the air and almost cost him.
Yeah, it really looked like he really tried to force it there. And Taint with the 5 gifted sub to a few different users, man. Big shout out to Taint for that one. Couldn't get in the booth, but man, he's back in there gifted subs. And now Nick Chubb getting himself going a little bit. Big hit stick low to him on the ankles, able to go ahead and get close to the first down. And now much more manageable 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and Hero is one of those very select few users who on 2nd and 10 absolutely have no problem breaking out the run. And really will do it just about as much as they will pass the ball. It's tough to account for, especially with the speed they have a wide receiver.
Mayfield making a few adjustments here. He may actually take a shot downfield. We don't know yet. If Alex is listening, and stop listening, Mayfield making a few adjustments here. He's going to go ahead and drop back. I don't see him. He's going to go ahead and roll out. He's got him. He throws it to B. Higgins is going to go ahead and get towards the sideline. Wicks won't miss him. Big play there on a 3rd and 1 now at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, had a couple decent options right at the snap, but decided to hold on to it, knowing that Mayfield has the speed. And then, of course, coming out of the sideline route, Higgins just absolutely wide open for a gasher right there. That's a big pickup.
Absolutely. Now Mayfield again in a shotgun for make a few adjustments. He sees the 5-man rush, picked up well, dumps it down to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb got all day to go ahead and run, and then shakes off one defender. And big shout out to Rashard Higgins with the tackle there, number 82. Put him in the box score for that one.
Oh my goodness! I mean, right after Higgins makes a big play, he does that, and that's just infuriating if you're Hero. But you gotta put that behind you quickly. And in games of this magnitude, you just can't let that unpleasant thought linger. It can really come back to bite you sooner rather than later.
Mayfield again, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the right-hand side. Austin Hoover to the right, former Stanford tight end over there. Nick Chubb in the backfield, and he is going to get the handoff here, and they just miss. And then Chubb able to get close to the first down. You see Washington able to hit the gaps, but just a little too late.
he's trying to shoot it, and he's done well enough to at least keep Nick Chubb out of X Factor so far.
That's the
But
key.
you can see he's still just shedding tackles.
The absolute key. 2nd and 2 now. This is Nick Chubb territory. Let's see what he decides to do. It is going to be a stretch, and he's going to bounce it to the outside, but 44 right there, able to bring him down, and I think it's going to be short by a yard. We do have a big 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and went for the strip animation too. That was somewhat reminiscent of a certain past Super Bowl with a certain strip on the goal line, but nevertheless.
See if I can find the right button.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is absolutely 4-down territory right here for Hero.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would just give it to Chubb twice and see what happens here, as he's going to hand it off to him the first time. Cuts inside. Easy touchdown for Nick Chubb.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. I mean, you got to keep those people stacked in the box, especially down there on the goal line. I mean, I think little Alex tried to get a little cute and guessing on defense, and on 3rd and 1 with Nick Chubb and this guy Hero here, our American soldier. Yeah, that's not going to work.
And I think at this point, both users have now settled down. We've got ourselves, both of them have scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. You know, there's been opportunities for some turnovers, but neither one of them, I think, I could be wrong, have turned the ball over. So now it's 10-10. Got about 4 minutes left in this first half. Washington taking over. We got to think it's settled down. Dan says in the chat, it is a good game so far. Hopefully it stays that way as a good game. 1st and 10 here now for Washington. What's worked for him so far?
Well, he's just been taking the dink and dunk, and I think it's going to be interesting because it worked well on that last drive. It worked in the first drive as well, getting him at field goal range. But you got to think at some point he's going to take a shot.
Tyrod Taylor might be taking the shot right now. Here comes that play action. He wants that crosser. Wusa Morris right there. He throws it up the field. That could be intercepted, but no. McLaren gets the animation as opposed to Denzel Ward. Big first down from Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, and just poor zone play by Denzel Ward. I mean, he was there for the play, but let McLaurin get in front of him and get the leverage. Just not a great play. He went for the pick. You saw, and you can't blame him for that. It looked like he had a step on the play, but nevertheless, maybe if he goes for the swat, he knocks that out. I think it was an aggressive catch animation there from McLaurin.
You got to say both teams have just missed opportunities for interceptions. Now it's handoff to Gibson. Gibson gets stopped, and we got ourselves a fumble, and I think he was standing straight up, and Grant Delpit picks it up. I think that is an absolute fumble. Your thoughts? Is that a CFM fumble or not?
I do think it is. But it was closer than most of the ones that we see, no doubt.
We have the booth review. You're watching the replay. I'll let you know it was overturned. Your thoughts on this replay? We'll watch it right now. And it may have been a little late when his butt touches the ground. And it looks like Madden is going to agree with Ben that it was not a fumble. CFM at it again. So now we got ourselves a 2nd and 8 for Washington.
Yeah, well, at least it made it a little bit interesting that time. Nevertheless, I mean, this 2-yard gain on first down, this is a really crucial 2nd down to try and set yourself up. 3rd and long from this spot is not ideal.
No, it is not. Play action here underneath. He wants the crossers. Not seeing any open. Tyrod just might take off here. Tyrod run towards the sideline and then throws it up the field to Logan Thomason. Again, another missed opportunity. Where is it? Is it this one? There it is.
Gosh, really, both players had a chance for that. Both went for the ball, and Tyrod definitely had some room to take off if he wanted to. You can't blame little Alex for trying to be aggressive and pushing it down the field. Just got to be careful. I mean, it's good secondary. Can't test these guys too much.
Tyrod Taylor in shotgun formation here. He's manning up Terry McLaurin. I kind of like that here. I'm not sure I like that adjustment to the left, though, but he makes a drop back. Clean pocket. Going to have the man underneath. He's going to throw it upfield. Now we see ourselves our first interception. Desmond Trufant, former Atlanta Falcon, able to go ahead and pick that one off.
Wow, Super Bowl 24 MVP Desmond Trufant. No, I don't think he was actually on that squad. Nevertheless, what a great play. Just getting back in coverage. It looked like it was a dime defense and just a huge play. Let's see if Hero can capitalize here.
This is usually where he takes his deep shots. Here comes Mayfield, drops back. He does not have Y or A. He's going to go ahead and roll out the opposite side of the field. Interesting choice to do that, and then ends up throwing it away, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he really wanted to, but, having just gotten the ball back off of a turnover, the last thing you want to do is on the very first play, give it right back That's a veteran move. That's a hero move. Absolutely, he's smart with the ball, and he will continue to be throughout this game, unless it gets down big, which I don't see happening.
And off the Chubb here, and Chubb's going to try to break it outside, and there is just a host of Washington football team to bring him down. And that's something you don't see rarely, is a hit stick on Nick Chubb.
No, you definitely don't, especially by a defensive back. But nevertheless, defensive line did a really good job of shedding some blocks. And I mean, we talked about this Browns defense. This football team defense, especially the front seven, it was already good, really, to start the CFM, and he's only gotten them better. You can see all the blankers up front. I mean, it's a talented group.
7-6. He's got to get this one off 3rd and 10 here. It is going to be close to the 2-minute warning. I think he's just going to go ahead and let it go down. And that is the 2-minute warning here. Going to get the 3rd and 10 after that.
Yep, and I think if you're hero, I mean, you got to be smart here. It is a tie game. Both users are being very conservative right now with their play calls, and I think maybe we see something like that here.
I wouldn't be shocked if he ran the ball, honestly, but it looks like he's going to make a few adjustments. Thank you, Becca. Mayfield going to make an audible here, make it a fairly easy read. I know he's looking for Chubb underneath here. And that's the one that got him to the Super Bowl here, is that adjustment he just made, but that is covered very well. Not seeing anybody open, and I think he just throws this one away, and now we're going to see the punt team come out for for Cleveland.
Yeah, and that's kind of where, the conservative play call can kind of come back to bite you. You gotta commit to it, really. Not getting the route combinations that you want on a 3rd and long. You're rarely going to convert those unless it's a total catastrophe defensively. But nevertheless, I mean, both users, like you said, trying to feel each other out a little bit, have matched each other every drive so far in this game as far as scores. So big 2 minutes here to see who can get the final score.
Minute 50. Let's see how aggressive Alex is on this one. And he's going to go ahead and feel it out with Gibson. And Gibson able to get maybe a couple yards, not even a couple yards. And now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Got all the time in the world. 3 timeouts in a minute 40 in Madden is an eternity.
Comes out minute 30 now. He's making a few adjustments here. You can always count on Hero using Uwusu-Koramoah. He's going to head and throw it upfield to Gibson. I love that throw because that gives him the opportunity, but he does not get out of bounds. He does have all 3 timeouts, but instead he's going to go hurry up and know what that means. Tyrod Taylor's a shotgun formation. Gibson is now lit up, hands it off to Gibson, who has max security, and he's brought down immediately by number 41, the linebacker. And again, he's going to come out with a hurry up, so 2nd and 9. He's going to go a little bit faster. Tyrod Taylor's in the shotgun formation. He's got Curtis Samuel on the left-hand side. He's going to head and drop back. He's got 4-man rush. He's going to head and hit it off to Gibson. Gibson brought down right around midfield, and at least don't do it a 3rd time. Thank God. Here comes the timeout.
Well, merciful to call a timeout there, as I mean, that offensive look against that defensive set, especially when trying to move the ball through the air, was not ideal in the first place. I'm surprised he kept going back to it.
3rd and 3. Tyrod Taylor drops back, clean pocket, throws it immediately out of bounds. Toward the sideline of McLaren. McLaren able to go ahead and get the 1st down and get out of bounds. Great play.
Oh man, and the back of the heels are just sitting right on that out of bounds marker. Seen that too many times where that becomes illegal touching after he steps out.
I think back to the 4th and 2 play in the Super Bowl against the Patriots for you. You ran running back kind of outside, and he just ran directly out of bounds for no reason. Tyrod Taylor drops back. He's going to throw it in again. Could have easily been an interception, but Greedy Williams stops it.
Well, really like the defensive adjustment there by Hero, recognizing that he's continuing to go to Gibson in the flat, so he uses that, and then kind of a forced throw over the middle.
Gibson tries to break it outside, not able to do so, and now in 35 seconds and timeout from Washington, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and I mean, right now you're not in field goal range, so I think he maybe would consider running this ball to at least try and take a 3-point lead.
3rd and 7. He's going to go ahead and drop back. He's got Gibson. And a little late, though, but able to go ahead and get that toe drag swag to get out of bounds. He does for the big 1st down.
Oh, and that linebacker, I believe it was, number 41 there, not sure who it was, not quite fast enough to get out there.
And 41, I believe, is 93 speed as a linebacker. Tyrod Taylor drops back, dumps it down to Gibson. Gibson's going to try to get to the sideline. He does get to the sideline as Denzel Ward gets him out of bounds, able to get 4 yards on that one.
Yep, absolutely. He's going to take that if you give it to him, even with 26 seconds left. He knows he can get out of bounds, get some yardage, he'll take it.
Again, shotgun formation. He's got a bunch to the right-hand side. Gibson lit up with that max security, which is pretty much useless for the most part. He's going to go ahead and drop back. I'm not seeing what he wants. He's going to go ahead and take off and then slide down after the first down and gets that timeout with about 20 seconds left. You'd be able to get maybe a couple opportunities to the end zone.
Yep, but you cannot take a sack, or that could be the half.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 here. He said it. Can't take a sack here. Make a few adjustments. You know he's going to probably want a corner route to either McLaren or to Thomas. He's going to go ahead and drop back. He's going to throw. That's intercepted. Owusu Koromora could take this back for 6. He's got plenty of speed. The linebacker out of Notre Dame is going to take this one back in Super Bowl 34 to give Cleveland the lead. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Oh my God, what a play reminiscent of the Cardinals-Steelers pick 6 by James Harrison right before the half to give them a touchdown lead. That's enormous. I believe that was all user from Hero. I mean, what a play defensively.
That is a 14-point swing if you look at it. And what a huge turn of events. You said he can't take a sack. You forgot to tell him he can't throw a pick either. This is somehow your fault, Ben. But wow, what a big play there by the linebacker, the rookie linebacker, to make a play like that in the Super Bowl. And now 6 seconds left. You can't imagine he's going to be too aggressive here. And if I recall correctly, Washington gets the ball at halftime. If you can correct me on that.
I think it might be Cleveland, actually. Split booth.
I think you might be right because I wasn't too confident about it. Gibson makes a nice little spin there, but now we've got ourselves halftime, 17-10. Cleveland Browns leading Top Madden Gaming with the 5 gifted subs to a few different users. Appreciate you. One to Ryan, who should already be subbed. What the hell, Ryan? But appreciate it anyways. And now Dan with a gifted sub to Jesse. Again, another user who should be subbed. What's up with you guys? Come on. Your thoughts on the first half and adjustments you'd make, Ben?
Well, first adjustment I make is smashing that sub button. Somebody's got to pay for the Super Bowl rings. That one of these users will be getting for their first time. Both of them know one way or another they're only a half away from the end of this game. But they have to, remain locked in, understand this is still a tight game. For Hero, this is pedal to the metal time.
Absolutely. Nick Chubb in the backfield, and he's yet to have his X Factor lit up, and here comes that handoff and brought down very quickly by Montez Sweat. And you got to think of your little Alex. You got to shake off. You got to shake off that interception before the half of that pick 6, and you got to focus now. You got to shut down. If you make him go 3 and out, it's all cool. Connor Rice with 5 gifted subs. Look at y'all just gifting subs like crazy. I think that's 15 gifted subs now for this stream. Thank you all so much for that. Let's see if there's anybody in there who wasn't supposed to be. Cook wasn't subscribed already. You know what? I'm gonna start booting people that aren't subscribed already that are in the better league. Baker Mayfield under center here. I love this play because it makes it seem like he's coming with a run. He's got Hooper open. Throw it to him. He's wide open. Hooper, can he get both feet in bounds? He does. Get it in for the first down and better throw or earlier throw, and he'd still be running.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, completely left wide open. That is a beautiful play call there, and something, again, you don't see Hero air it out deep all that much to anyone but Schwartz. So, of course, the attention defensively is going to be focused there. And just a beautiful route combination to get Austin Hooper open. And like you said, could have made even more out of that play, really.
Washington really stacking the line here. Now, if I'm the Browns, I'm just handing it off right up the gut to Nick Chubb, and that's exactly what he does. But what a great job by Cole Holcomb and Jonathan Allen. Don't be frustrated, Hero. That was the right call. Just a great play by the Washington defense.
Well, and I can get the frustration a little bit. I mean, Hero is without a doubt one of the better rushing users in really in Better League history when you think about it long term. But nevertheless, I mean, maybe could have gone left on that rush and gotten a big chunk. Chubb was effective early on, but he really hasn't done much here in the last quarter and a half.
This is a big play that got him in tier. He's got X open. He throws it to that comeback. Beckham Jr. able to go ahead and get it in for the play.
Yep, and recognize the man immediately. That's a really elite passing read by Hero. And, when maybe the rushing game isn't what it normally is for him, the passing game and the defense are both stepping up. And really, that's what it takes to become a champion.
First and 10 here for Cleveland. You could tell Hero in the bottom right-hand corner. He's absolutely locked in as soon as he's done scratching his nose. But he is absolutely locked in. Baker Mayfield going to go under center here. And this is usually where he does his stretch. And let's see if he does do that. Oh, nope. Just kidding. It is going to be a handoff, though, to Nick Chubb up the field and then brought down. Another great job there by Washington on first down. 10 rushes for 37 yards. I mean, Nick Chubb has been held down. If I told you 10 rushes for 37 yards, almost 2.5 quarters in, would you think Hero would be leading?
No, absolutely not. I'll tell you that much for certain. But his defense has been really good, and you got to give credit when credit is due. Young Alex, I mean, he knew what job number one was, and that's stopping Nick Chubb. He's done a good job at that. Now he's just got to worry about the secondary pieces. But I think you really just have to stay with that mentality to stop Nick Chubb. I mean, he's only give up 10 points defensively.
2nd and 8 now. It is going to be another RPO. He hands it off to Chubb, and then, oh, wow, he did a good job. But Chubb is just Chubb out there making plays, and that's a big first down by Nick Chubb breaking free.
Yeah, absolutely keeps it moving. Maybe if he broke or made one more man miss, he's in the end zone. But, I mean, this is exactly what you're looking for your Hero. And, you know, Chubb, as well as putting the Browns up by 2 scores, could be knocking on the door of opening up that X factor. And, you know, that could be all she wrote. A lot of time left.
A lot of time left. But, and little Alex is a hell of a user. So,
no doubt about that.
If I am little Alex here, I am stacking the hell out of the box and just being ready for an RPO because I feel like he's going to be fairly conservative on this. Although it doesn't look like an RPO setup here. We're going to go ahead and make an adjustment here from Mayfield. He is going to hand it off to Chubb, and Chubb got a decent running lane there, but brought down after maybe a few yard gains, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, you can see he's trying all these different gun sets, but continuing to stick to the run in the red zone. I mean, it's safe, but it also throws the defense off. You see, obviously, young Alex having to make some adjustments here defensively. It's going to work if you continue to do it and you can run it for 3, 4, 5 yards consistently.
He makes an audible here. 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left. He is going to be able to go ahead and get this one off in time. He does hand it off to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb got the block to the outside, into the end zone, touchdown.
Wow. And, you know, he audible to the exact play that he wanted in that set. That's just a great recognition from one of the best pre-snap users in this league currently. And, I mean, that's just easy pickings right there.
Great job there by Hero to go up now 2 scores, making it a 14-point lead. Obviously, tons of time left. We've got ourselves a quarter and 7 minutes left, and little Alex, he's able to score quickly with Gibson, McLaurin, not Debo Samuel, but Curtis Samuel, able to tons of speed on this offense. Let's see if he's able to go ahead and get himself together here. Level 3 hype train was hit, so great job, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and share that a little mote. Apparently people care about that stuff, so choo oh yeah, brother. And we're here in Super Bowl 34, and if I'm Hero, just keep doing what you're doing on defense, man. I mean, what has he been doing that you think has been shutting down this Washington offense?
Well, you've just seen a conservative approach offensively from the football team.
And then here comes that run. He's able to go ahead and get a good chunk there as we are down to the 2nd and 3. We're right at 40 viewers. I will tell you that the highest viewer count we've had for a Super Bowl was 45 in Super Bowl 29. You may remember that game, Ben, but not in a good way. As the Browns were actually won that Super Bowl. Let's see if they win this one as well. RPO out to Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas able to go ahead and get close to the edge of the field. He does, and that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Washington.
So interesting. Little Alex sticking with, you know, what's worked for him all season. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be a huge shock, but not forcing it downfield. Realizes that he doesn't need it yet. He has had a tendency to do that in the past, so, you know, I'm impressed with that thus far. Just got to stick with it.
Taylor drops back. He's going to head dump it down. And if the linebacker had just been a step ahead, that would have been a knockdown. But good job, McLaurin, able to go ahead and concentrate, get that ball in 2nd and 6.
Yeah, you can tell he maybe regretted it when he let it go because he immediately was mashing A there for the possession catch. But gets away with it. 4-yard gain on first down. Just keep the chains moving.
Tyrod Taylor drops back. Got himself. Here comes the pressure. He gets hit. And somehow, I thought Gibson had that one, but that falls to the ground. Unlucky break there from Washington, but what a good job by Jadeveon Clowney to hit the quarterback as he throws it 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and we talked about letting that kind of stuff go. This is enormous play right now for young Alex. He's got to focus on getting this play after a letdown on that last one.
I honestly might just do an inside zone here, and I'm gonna be in the minority there. He drops back, and he's gonna throw it field goal. A great throw by Tyrod, and a great catch by Logan Thomas, who takes it in. What an answer by little Alex!
Oh, and just a beautiful route run by Logan Thomas on the tight end corner against Grant Delpit, who is a great safety, but not the most fleet of foot, and just got burned right at that corner break. And wow, what a read by young Alex to be able to keep your eyes downfield like that on a key third down where you just have to get a first down. That's an enormous play.
That's a Super Bowl read right there. That's how you get to this game. That's a Super Bowl read. Where was the corner on the deep third? Lucky, I was thinking the same thing. For some reason, that deep third corner just got sucked in to the flat for whatever reason, and Logan Thomas able to go ahead and get it over the top. What a beautiful pass by Tyrod Taylor. 1st and 10 now for Baker Mayfield as he was able to go ahead and answer, and you see Nick Chubb with the X underneath, and Mayfield drops back. I don't see anybody. He's going to go ahead and roll out. And he's going to get what few yards he can, takes a hit out of bounds, but able to go ahead and get 4 yards on first down.
Yep. So very interesting to see the play action out of gun on first down with Nick Chubb having the X factor. It's not going away anytime soon if he throws the ball. But nevertheless, I mean, you absolutely at some point you're going to go to it. You're going to go to it often.
Absolutely. And also when it does light up, that's where you see a lot more play actions come from him, as Chubb shakes off that first one, but then brought down short of the first down, but it is a 3rd and short. And I would be shocked if we didn't see a Nick Chubb play here, whether it's a underneath throw or a handoff.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's exactly what to expect here. And a little bit surprised he's going to try and start it out of shotgun, it looks like here. But nevertheless, I mean, defensively, Alex has done a great job of shutting down the run. We'll see if he actually sticks with it here on a 3rd and short. This potentially could be 4-down territory.
3rd and 1 here. Baker Mayfield is going to go ahead and hit off Jonathan Allen, able to go ahead and stop him in the backfield, and that's going to get rid of the X factor and going to force a 4th down. And we're going to see a hurry up here. What a hurry up. And I don't think he's actually going to call this. I think he's going to take his time and change his mind, but we'll see. 4th and 3. He's got himself set up. He is going to go for it. He does a play action. He rolls out. I hate this decision. And he's going to go ahead and get brought down. No, he's going to throw it downfield, and it's going to be knocked down. What a huge turn of events. What was he doing, Ben?
Oh, my goodness. And I think it was just the frustration of not picking up that 3rd down and then wanted to overcome that. And, oh, gosh, that could come back to bite him in a huge way.
Gibson able to go ahead and get the ball now, and Alex, has got to be feeling it after those plays, because there's no way that he thought Nick Chubb was not going to get that first down. Jonathan Allen with the inside stuff, able to make a huge play. And I mean, I'm an aggressive user, you're an aggressive user, but nowhere in my mind would I've ever thought to go for that 4th down, at least not hurrying up and going for it. But that's just my opinion now. 2nd and 5, he is going to go ahead and hand it off to Gibson again. Gibson runs right into the offensive line, but able to go ahead and make it a 3rd and short now, 3rd and 3.
Yep, and again, I'll talk about it, over and over. These huge after turn of event plays. This is an enormous play right here for Hero.
3rd and 3 drops back. There's the cover 2, but it's just, oh, wow. He comes out late. Gibson in for the touchdown, and little Alex back in this game.
Man, I mean, you talk about a quick turnaround, and that's young Alex 101 right there. Able to just lock himself back in. This is not the same little Alex that even we saw last year when he was still exceptional in the better league, but now able to just focus, understands what he has to get done. And here we are, with a quarter and some change left, you get a brand new ball game.
We said he still had a quarter and 6.5 minutes to come back from down 2 scores, and only took him 4. So here he is back now. It's tied up, and Hero absolutely has to at least get a few first downs on this one. Obviously, you'd love to get a score, but you cannot go 3 and out here. 1st and 10, Baker Mayfield in a pistol formation, gonna hand it off to Nick Chubb, and there's that great blocking, but Jonathan Allen able to go ahead and make a play, make it a short gain.
Yeah, and what a second half Jonathan Allen's putting in thus far. But nevertheless, I love sticking with the run game with Nick Chubb. I mean, it's got to be a little bit discouraging as soon as you finally get an X factor in the Super Bowl to immediately lose it like that. But this is what brought you here. I love going right back to him on first down.
And it looks like he's going to go back to him on second down too. And what a good cutback there. Able to go ahead and get the first down because it was shut down on the outside.
Yeah, and I think maybe after we saw the game open up a little bit for both users, I think we'd probably see it go back to kind of what we saw in that first quarter. And you can see it early on here with the carry by Chubb. Just a nice play going to what you know.
This play here, he's looking for Peoples-Jones or Schwartz. He's got Schwartz deep. He doesn't take the shot. He's going to go ahead and roll out and has nothing. And then he's going to take a shot late. And that is just a clutch throw by Baker Mayfield, able to go ahead and get in for the first down.
And just great work of continuing to keep his eyes downfield. I think he saw Schwartz with you, but, with the other receiver with him so far downfield, that corner can recover and pick that one off. But he's able to get that comeback and a beautiful play.
And off the Chubb, and Chubb, wow, what a dive there by number 57, because I thought he had a chance to score on that run. Now 2nd and 6.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, again, once this football team defense has gotten started trying to get at Nick Chubb, they haven't missed a lot of tackles. I mean, missed a few early on, but for the most part have done a very good job wrapping them up.
2nd and 6, 9 seconds left. He's got 30 seconds left in the game. Hands it off to Chubb. Chubb comes up right back in the middle and gets that first down. Shakes off one defender, two defender, and then brought down. And that might be the last play of the third quarter. Hopefully Becca doesn't break up with me because something's about to go down.
Oh, well, and big shout out to Connor Rice, who is not doing the Super Bowl. He does quite a few of them. One of the best in the business, no doubt about it.
Oh, might get this play off beforehand. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, and he is not. Ladies and gentlemen, put your fours in the chat! Put your fours in the chat! I'm waiting for her to come in here and say, shut the fuck up. That's it. We're watch the door. Everybody watch the door. Let's see if she breaks in.
We need 10 fours in the chat. No, 20 fours in the chat before Becca opens the door.
Everybody's watching the door. We're good. We're clear, I think. I think she knows because I told her it was the Super Bowl. So, so maybe she's letting it slide. All right, Mayfield coming out in the fourth quarter here. Thank you also for your fours in the chat. He's going to hand it off to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's going to go ahead and get brought down right around the line of scrimmage there. Able to gain a yard, and 2nd and 8 now.
Yeah, interesting. Little Alex absolutely sold out for that running play. Potentially, maybe play action is set up really well here for Hero.
In a way, making a few adjustments here. He is going to go ahead and do an RPO out to Chubb. Chubb's going to try to get to the sideline. Wow, I thought he had that dive tackle there, but he gets it the second time after a decent gain there, making it a 3rd and 6. How is Ryan Montez a first-time chatter? It's showing him he is a first-time chatter in Better League Network. I don't believe it. It must be because he changed your name or something. I don't know. Or maybe he just created a whole new account. Not sure how that works. A different account. Okay, I was about to freak out on Ryan. I was about to freak out. I was hoping the door would open and it would be a midget in latex. Whoa, chill out, Matt. Baker Mayfield going to go ahead and hand it off to Chubb. Chubb going upfield, 3rd and 6, and he runs it. And oh, big hit there by 32. But nonetheless, what a huge run on 3rd and 6 to give that up 1st and goal.
Yeah, well, that is, I think that's a couple things. First of all, that's just the confidence that he has in Nick Chubb and his offensive line. Secondly, I think that's, once again, that's 4-down territory. With the rules that we have in that situation, he can continue to go for it and press the gas there offensively.
1st and goal, Baker Mayfield under center from the 1 yard line, hands it off to Nick Chubb on the stretch, and Chubb puts it in for the touchdown.
And just so hard to defend when he's got the outside leverage and you don't get some kind of shed off of the defensive end. It's just tough to get there in time especially with the back as big and strong as Nick Chubb.
Dan says in the chat, and I agree with him, what a huge bounce back drive for Hero. And you can tell. I mean, you can tell he's absolutely locked in. After giving up 14 straight points to drive down the field like that, able to go ahead and take the lead again. That was huge. That was absolutely huge. And here comes Samuel way deep out of the end zone there. And he's going to be brought down really short. And those 10 yards are huge. I'm not sure why he did that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe trying to force the issue in a certain way because Little Alex has done a good job, despite getting down, not making the unnecessary play, other than, of course, that pick six to end the first half. Both users have really kept a level head offensively for the most part here. Huge drive, obviously, for Little Alex to try and answer. If he doesn't get a first down here, he could be in trouble.
Drops back. Myles Garrett lets up, and he's going to go ahead and throw it underneath anyways. Brown able to go ahead and get to the first down and out of bounds. That was huge play there by Little Alex. I was going to say something. I completely forgot what it was, but this person wanted me to become famous. Welcome to getting banned. Peace out, brother.
Yeah. And just recognizing the zone there, taking the underneath route. I mean, it's a little bit of trying to press the ball down the field, but still very safe and quick route there.
And off to Cottrell, and I haven't seen him touch the ball all playoffs long, but able to go ahead and get a good run there on first down now, 2nd and 2.
And my sources can confirm that is not Christian McCaffrey in disguise.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like it was. 2nd and 2 here. Tyrod Taylor in a shotgun formation, and he's got his man McLaren in the slot right now. I'm surprised we haven't seen Samuel get some more passes here. He wants Logan Thomas, wasn't there. He's going to go ahead and roll out and then throws it out of bounds, seeing Myles Garrett in his face. Now a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that flat route would have been a difficult completion. Absolutely smart to just throw it away. It's 4 down territory at this point, no matter what. Probably. So you can continue to air the ball out if you want to on 3rd.
3rd and 2 now. He's going to go ahead and drop back. Clean pocket for the most part, but here it comes, and he's going to do a throw ball, and you just know he's watched Austin do that to him time and time again in the AFC Championship, and now you see him do it here in this cycle in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and low ball or not, that was just a really nice timed pass on that route. It came wide open there. Within the zone, and just easy on another big 3rd down conversion.
2nd and 5 now. It is RPO, and he throws it outside to Samuel. Samuel, I said, needs to get the ball more, and then he's going to get close to the first down. Did they give him the momentum? I think he's going to be short, and that is going to be a 3rd and inches.
Wow, so that could be a big call here because, I mean, you know that it's only – you can probably run the ball and pick it up, but he wants to keep pressing the issue. Let's see what he goes to here.
I think because he's down, I think he hands this off here. Oh, just kidding. Tyrod Taylor drops back, and he wants that slant underneath, and he gets bumped. He gets bumped, and somehow I think that actually helped him a lot. And here comes a hurry up, so Tyrod Taylor's going to be in shotgun formation. It looks like we might get a man defense from this defense. There's going to be a few changes from Tyrod Taylor. He's got Gibson in the backfield. He's going to go ahead and drop back. Fairly clean pocket. He's got Gibson underneath. He does dump it down to Gibson. Gibson's going to get to the first down marker and out of bounds for the big first down.
So, kind of criticized him for the hurry up in the first half, but I love that. All the window dressing to hurry up and then just check it down to the running back for 11 yards in the first down. That's really nice.
A few more adjustments from Tyrod Taylor. It is a play action. He wants those underneath routes, not there. And then here comes the pressure, and he throws it out of bounds. Meander kept running 10 yards out of bounds for the pick, but not going to be there 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just had the feet on the not even on the white. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the run at some point here in this downs. But, I mean, at this point, he's going to keep pressing the issue with the air, it looks like.
Drops back. He's got to make a choice. The user did, and he picked the wrong one. McLaren, with a dirty spin, but able to go ahead and get the first down. Oh, here comes a hurry up. Tyrod Taylor, shotgun formation. He's got a bunch over the right-hand side with Logan Thomas, Carter, and McLaren. I believe he's going to hand it off to Gibson. Gibson's got decent blocking, but he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage by Malik McDowell, 2nd and 11.
So Malik McDowell made a good play there, but that was absolutely blown up by Myles Garrett. Just lifted the right tackle off the ground and pushed him right back into Gibson.
Another play action here. He's going to throw it upfield, and that's a risky throw. Picked off by Kevin Byard in the end zone. He's going to take it out of here. And then number 18 able to go ahead and bring him down right at the 20-yard line. Huge play from this Browns defense.
Oh, my gosh. We've talked all about how they've had these great plays on crucial downs, on 3rd downs. And then to go to that play action and that tight a window is just a questionable decision that little Alex will be regretting. But I mean, again, you got to get over it quickly. It's still just a 1-score game. 3 and out, you get the ball back, you got a chance to go tie it at the end of the game.
Yeah, that is a tough play there. Baker Mayfield in the pistol, going to hand it off to Chubb. Chubb lit up again, and that DB is not going to bring him down. And so he's going to go ahead and get that big first down. First time chatter, Jay Dilly says, little Alex has got some little Chubb energy. I mean, he's not playing with a huge dick right now, that's for sure. Gridiron says, commentator play-by-play skills are elite. Shout out, Gridiron. I appreciate it. Your chatter skills are elite. And shout out to my color commentator who's done a fantastic job this Super Bowl, and anytime I've done a job with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad it worked out, despite missing out on Taint here in the booth with us, but it's been a fun game. Another wonderful Super Bowl here in the Better League.
Shout out to the ladies of Better League, and we'll get to that here in a second. Hand it off to Chubb. Chubb, it'll go ahead and break that first tackle, then brought down for a couple yard gain. Shout out to the ladies, Becca and Mayara, who gives us up for a night on a Friday night to let us do the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Mayara nods in approval.
Oh, is she there? Oh, hey.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. 2nd and 7 now, and no pressure to these guys. 42 viewers. We're 3 viewers off our all-time high for a Super Bowl. So, Mayara, get it on your spam account. Load up. We got ourselves a game here as Hero. 2nd and 7 here, and this is a big set of downs. Obviously, he's got full momentum bar right now. Nick Chubb has got his X factor lit up. If there's a time that this Washington defense, like a Jonathan Allen, they need to make a play here. 8 seconds left. He's got to get this one off. He does get it off. Hand off the Chubb, and I mentioned his name, and he got summoned. Jonathan Allen with a huge job, just blowing that one up. 3rd and 5 here, and this is a huge 3rd down.
We'll see, and he didn't even obviously make the tackle, but he got just a piece of Chubb to get that first contact so that they can make that second level tackle as quickly as possible. With the freight train. I mean, that's just perfect defense.
3rd and 5 here, 2.5 minutes in the game. On his own 36-yard line. I expect an RPO. Let's see what he decides to do. Nope. A few adjustments here from Baker Mayfield. He's got Higgins in the slot, 2 tight ends set, Chubb in the backfield. He is going to hand it off to Chubb, and he's going to be Jonathan Allen. It's just been an absolute stud this game. He stops him, and here comes the punt unit for Cleveland.
There's no doubt about it. He's absolutely been the MVP of this defense, and I don't know if Hero has had an opportunity with Freight Train where he's been going against an inside stuff. It seemed to slow Chubb down, as I think he lost the X factor again.
I believe it was at the line of scrimmage or a loss, so he may have lost it. He may not even get the ball back, to be honest. And he does play against Calais Campbell twice a year with inside stuff, although he has now retired, unfortunately. Retired, I don't know what I said. But anyways, 1st and 10 here, and this is what champions are made of right here. This is the drive little Alex needs to make, and honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if he did score a touchdown and went for 2. Just remember, I said that under 2 minutes left. He's going to do a play action. He's got his man. He throws it in. Oh, I thought he overthrew it, but I keep wanting to say Debo Samuel. Curtis Samuel able to go ahead and make the play for a huge first down. He comes to hurry up. We'll get your thoughts in here, sir. Tackle Taylor. He's in a shotgun formation. He's got a bunch to the right-hand side. He's got Terry McLaurin. On the left-hand side, it's going to be hand off to Gibson. Gibson just a wide open hole. Can he make that miss? Oh, what a huge play by the evasive Gibson. Gets it out of bounds, and just like that, they are close to scoring range.
Wow, what a start to the drive. I mean, little Alex, he understood the assignment. Here we go. I mean, all the time in the world, you really want to have the last possession here.
Tyrod drops back, throws it underneath to Cottrell, and Cottrell does not have evasive, so that spin move did not work out. And take all the time you want. I'm okay with a hurry up, but take your time. Absolutely take your time. 2nd and 8 here. He is going to go ahead and hit this one off and throws it upfield to McLaurin. That's a tough read, and that's picked off. That's picked off. That could be the game. Grant Delpit might take the Browns to the Super Bowl win. They're going to go ahead and dive in. Oh, my goodness, the Washington. Charles Leno Jr. takes him down. That could be the game, folks. Hero Austin excited. We're all excited in the chat. What a play by Grant Delpit.
Unbelievable. I mean, it looked like an aggressive animation maybe, and just went right out the hands of McLaurin. Wasn't even contacted at all. Oh gosh, that's brutal if you're little Alex. Of course, it's overjoyment if you're a Hero, but now 1 first down, and you're a Super Bowl champion.
Absolutely, and that's just a tough read, tough animation there. Terry McLaurin shouldn't have had that popcorn before the play. Not able to bring that one in. Still got a chance, says Justin. He absolutely does, but it's tough. I mean, if there's one running back that I would say I want him to have the ball in this situation, it's Nick Chubb. So Baker Mayfield under center here, and I think everybody knows where the ball is going. Doesn't even need a play-by-play here. He's going to hand it off to Chubb. Chubb's going to try to break it outside. He still has it, and he's going to, he does break it, and that's the first down. That's the game. Nick Chubb carries them to Super Bowl victory for Hero Austin. What a play.
Wow, unbelievable. I mean, what grit and determination defensively to continue. You just saw, maybe flashing your screen, you saw the turnovers, 4 Washington turnovers, 0 for the Cleveland Browns. And that's been Hero Austin Pyle, our country's protector, just absolutely sticking to the formula, and it paid off.
Fantastic job. I mean, he scored 31 points, but he really didn't get to do his offensive game plan. I mean, Washington, the stat line's going to say that Nick Chubb had a great game, but they did such a good job for basically 2.5, 3 quarters of keeping him bottled up. But towards the end, man, that defense starts to get a little bit tired, and Nick Chubb is just bouncing off of defenders, and that's just really tough to stop. As someone who's played him twice this year, it is really tough. He's only lost, I think, 1 or 2 games all year long. So great job by Hero Austin. Everybody said this man is a regular season user. He can't do it in the playoffs. And what does he do? He takes this Cleveland Browns team to the Super Bowl to get his first Better League Super Bowl. Congratulations to Hero Austin, and tough L for little Alex. I mean, he finally got over the hump of a championship game, got to the Super Bowl. And honestly, I think that he had the opportunities, but he just made too many mistakes.
Well, and for the sake of avoiding a congratulations to Ocho situation, they do still have to run a little bit of time off the clock to ensure Washington doesn't get the ball.
Yeah,
but it looks like they may here.
Oh, just run it in, baby. That's absolutely goddamn right. You run that fucking ball in. What a great game from Hero Austin, and that officially will do it.
Wow. I mean, what more can you say? That's just caps off a perfect night for Austin Pyle, a first-time champion here in the Better League, and at this point here, up 2 scores, only 38 seconds to go, all but over.
What a great job. And, little Alex, hold your head up high. You'll probably be back here, or at least fighting for the opportunity to get back here. Hero, it'll be a tougher road. As you and I both know, this AFC is just a cluster. So it may be tougher for him, but he got it in season 1, and season 1 is just a wide open Super Bowl where anyone can win it, and Hero was able to go ahead and secure that for himself. Great job from Hero Austin. I still expect Alex to keep tossing it around, but we will have post-game interviews for both of those guys here after this game. Let's get your final thoughts on this Super Bowl, which definitely one of the better ones that we've had.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just another absolute classic. And I mean, you got to just say caps off to Hero. He just made the plays that he had to make. You saw the turnovers. Ultimately, that's what it came down to, and a lot of those were his own doing defensively. And then offensively, I mean, just sticking with the same strategy. Sometimes, if you know what you're doing and you're usually like Hero, you could just stick with the same strategy throughout an entire season, and you and your skills and your team can lead you there. And we saw a beautiful example of that all year from the Browns. 15-2 in the AFC North. I mean, it's a surprise more people didn't see this coming.
Absolutely, Tyrod Taylor just trying to get some junk points and 2 overthrows in a row from Tyrod. This is probably his last game in Better League, honestly. I think this might do it for him with his 86 throw power. Regression probably going to hit him fairly hard. He played decently well, but just too many interceptions from Tyrod. He drops back, throws it underneath to Logan Thomas, and it's going to be brought down. Oh, nope, that is an incomplete pass, and 3rd and 10 here. Hero's so lucky, bro, says Ian Scott is a first-time chatter. Honestly, I can't disagree with you more, Ian. I think maybe that last play with that McLaren pick, that one was just an unfortunate animation for sure, but honestly, that's a tough read because there was 3 Browns all around him. He had to jump up in the air, and jumping up in the air surrounded by defenders is never really a good situation in Madden. Your thoughts on that comment?
Well, going back to that play that you mentioned in particular, I'm assuming that's what the comment was relating to. I mean, it wasn't so much a matter of luck as Delpit is going to finish it off. The man who was burned on the touchdown puts the finishing touches on it here. Congratulations, hero.
This is his moment right here. Let's see if I can get it right. Hold on.
Watch your profanity.
Win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there.
Let it roll. Let it roll.
'Cause all I do is win. And if you going in,
Congratulations, Hero Austin, on the victory in Super Bowl 34. What a game, as you see now the confetti fall down here in Dallas as Nick Chubb, you literally put the Browns on his shoulders and just rode him in the playoffs. And I can't believe I said that. But fantastic job by Hero Austin. Both users will be joining us here in the post-game ceremony. Get your questions in the chat. Hashtag Ask Hero, hashtag Ask Alex. Any questions you have for these users, we'll have them come up here. Ben, your overall thoughts on the game here before we get those coaches in?
Oh man, what a game that we got to see here, and just a absolutely well-deserving champion in Austin Pyle. I mean, what a job he did. Of course, inheriting a great team. Didn't get his Chargers that he wanted so badly, but this has got to be some kind of reconciliation for that.
Absolutely. We already got the questions rolling in here, so I appreciate you guys. Keep those coming as we get those users rolling here. Austin already in here. Let's see if I can get this set up for you.
Let's go, baby.
Hero, go ahead, man. This is your platform. Say what you got to say, brother.
I just want to say GG's to Lil Alex. I was able to force some turnovers. Didn't really move the ball that well in the second half, but was able to make some key plays on defense. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. It feels amazing. Oh my goodness.
You absolutely deserve this moment, Hero. I mean, people have been telling you that you're a regular season user for a cycle and a season now. They said that you can't do it in the playoffs. They said that you can't do this, you can't do that. And what do you prove to them? That you absolutely can. You're hoisting the Lombardi Trophy for the first time getting to the Super Bowl, first time raising it up. So congratulations to you for that. We already got some questions in the chat for you. First one comes
I'm ready.
First one comes from Illegal Miss. He says, hashtag Hero. Did you game plan while you were in the field the past couple of days?
No, I didn't. I think it was good for me to just like play the game, go to the field, and like come back. And I wasn't like focused too much on Madden the last week. So when it was time to play Madden, I was focused on Madden. So I don't know.
Absolutely. Ben, you got a question for Coach?
Yeah. First of all, just wanted to say congratulations, champ.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We did want to ask you, I know you're focused on the game, and what a outstanding game it was. Wanted to just give you an opportunity here. I know this feeling is going to be so wonderful. Is there anyone that you wanted to shout out here, after winning your first Better League Super Bowl?
Shout out. I got to give a shout out to my wife. I mean, she puts up with me playing Madden with you guys all the time. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two is all the haters. All the people that said I couldn't do it. And I think that's the cherry on top. That there's people that have been in this league since Madden 17 that have never won a Super Bowl. But hey, they'll be yapping in the chat. That is probably the second best part of it. You know what I mean? Like just proving everybody wrong, and going on a run. You know how it is. So
you must be talking to Ben because I don't know how it is. But
I mean, you made it to the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, I made it to a couple, but didn't get to the point where you are. And Lucky in the chat brings up a good point where everybody has that championship moment where you turn the game around and kind of take control of the game. There was a point where in the third quarter stretch where Alex quickly scored 14 straight points and snatched all the momentum from you, but you settled in, you went down the field, you scored a touchdown with Nick Chubb. Let's talk about that moment, because honestly, last cycle we didn't see that moment from you.
Yeah. In fact, Illegal missed. He's one of my good Marine Corps buddies. He was in my chat and he said, "You just got to settle down, dude." And I was starting to get a little concerned when we got 24-24. I won't lie to you. Because that whole third quarter, I wasn't able to move the ball. I got really aggressive on that 4th and 3. I really had no business going for it there on my own 31, especially with how my defense is playing. I think I'd already forced 2 or 3 turnovers up to that point. So I should have trusted my defense. And when I gave up that touchdown, he's just like, "You got to calm down, get the ball back in Nick Chubb's hands." And that kind of refocused me. You know what I mean? So I got to give him a little shout out for that.
Yeah, shout out to Illegal Miss, the assistant coach of the year, if you ask me. Great job there. I don't see any more #heroes in the chat. So Ben, unless you got one more, we're going to go ahead and move forward. And then obviously, if you guys still have more questions, he will get his moment after we interview Alex. He will get the opportunity to say whatever he wants to say, as every Super Bowl champion gets to do so. Ben, do you have a question before we move on to little Alex?
Well, yeah, absolutely. In here, you kind of touched on it a little bit when he came back and when he grabbed the momentum there in the third quarter, and your just ability to completely focus on both sides of the ball. I mean, obviously you attribute that some to your friend, but I mean, what do you think? Is that just the fact that you come out with a mission, knowing what he wants to do offensively, or is it just happen to be in the right spot at the right time?
Honestly, when I scored that touchdown, once it went 24-24 and I scored that touchdown, go up 31-24, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I don't know if you could see me on your screen or not, but I felt like I was in position to make an interception multiple times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I had to continue to trust my defense. I think we did a really good job of stopping the run. Gibson, I think he had probably 20-25 carries for 90 yards. I felt like my user play in the middle was pretty good. I always trust my defense, and obviously having the Cleveland Browns roster makes it a little bit easier. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if that answered the question. I can't believe I just won. So I'm just coming off the mouth at this point.
Believe it, baby. This is real life. But it's
Hell
unfortunately real life for another user here who came up a little short. Little Alex, go ahead and we'll get your thoughts on the game before we get to the question. Remember, everybody, #Little Alex, #Hero, get your questions in. Little Alex, your thoughts.
Rough way to end the season, man. I think it was a pretty clean game. I mean, there were a few things I can think of, like the Apke interception where he was out of bounds, or the Logan Thomas touchdown at the beginning and that tipped ball at the end. But for the most part, I can't really blame EA. Hero played a great game. I think it gets overlooked how much he's improved. I think I've had a few of my friends tell me, wow, you've gotten so good, from the Titans days when I was a below 500 user. But Hero was right there with me. He was slightly better, but he was going maybe 10-6 while I was going 8-8 or so, or 10-5, sorry. But I think it's crazy how much Hero's improved, and I think we both have come a really long way. It sucks to go down. That last play on the tipped interception really made me want to throw my controller out the window, but things happen. That secondary's nasty. It wasn't the best read, so good game, Hero. Congratulations. I think if anyone deserves it, or if I'd want anyone to win it besides myself, it's between you and CMass. So I'm happy for you.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Maybe I'm next. Okay, little Alex, I got to ask you, and Ben and I have both been in your shoes before. We've lost Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls, and it gets really tough. It's really tough to try to make that road back, to get back here. Your thoughts on moving forward with your team, anything that you need to do, and kind of your thought process going into next season, and Ben, you can get your turn.
I'm chilling, honestly. I mean, I have an 80 overall team, I think. I have Tyrod fucking Taylor as my quarterback, and I was able to make a Super Bowl run. if I could just get a better quarterback, maybe make a few improvements in the secondary, my team's going to be a lot better, and I'm still going to have the same skill, hopefully. So I'm really looking forward to building this team, and it sucks to lose, but like I said, like if I'm going to lose to anyone, Hero's the guy. So I'm a little more happy than if it was like Justin beating me or something like that. So like I said, I'm really excited to just find my quarterback, whether that's drafting or whether that's trading for one, because I do have a lot of those picks, maybe Lamar. But we'll see. I'm excited.
Ben?
Yeah, Alex, first of all, wanted to say congratulations on a great season, even though, obviously losing the Super Bowl, as I know all too well, hurts a lot. I mean, it really was a pretty remarkable season one. And unbelievably, your first Super Bowl, despite all your success last cycle. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt from anybody in this entire league that you can make another run next year or any year for the rest of this cycle. So I know you've got that covered, but did want to just touch on the game real quick and ask you about that. A couple things that I noticed. Defensively, your rush defense against Chubb was phenomenal. Now, obviously, that was a little bit of having the inside stuff and blowing up some run plays, especially when Chubb got in the zone. But really, I mean, you with your user and then using the secondary along with the linebackers did a great job of shutting that down. Wanted to ask you about that defensively, and then offensively, of course, that interception at the end by Delpit. I mean, off the hands. Were you thinking about maybe doing a possession? Do you think you would have caught it? I mean, any thoughts about that play?
I should have either thrown it earlier, or I should have thrown a low ball, and I probably would have completed or at least dropped it. But I mean, it's my 96 overall receiver with confidence. I kind of just trusted that he would go up and make a play and at least not tip the ball straight into the air. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And then the defense, I mean, yeah, I had to key in on it. I know Hero's been a lot better in the past game than the past, but this isn't like a shot at Hero or anything, but I don't think he's up there with like the likes of Dan or like Cody. So I was kind of trying to play the run heavy and be like, all right, try to beat me over the top. And obviously, I mean, I think I got a few good stops with Chubb, and he broke off some long runs that kind of skews the yards. But that fucking X factor is just insane. I really wish I would have gotten that instead of max possession on Gibson.
Absolutely. I don't see any other hashtag Alex's in the chat. So tough L for sure, Alex. Like I said, we've been there. So we feel you. The only person in here that doesn't feel that is Hero Austin. So another shout out to Hero Austin. And Hero Austin, this is your opportunity. This is your platform. Say whatever you want to say. This is what you got, man. This is what you get for winning the Super Bowl, man. What you got?
First and foremost, or really once again, I just want to say GG to Lil Alex. We had a chat before the game, and we both were like, you know what, whoever wins this game, and I know it sounds ridiculous because I just won a game, but we were literally in the chat. We were like, in the DM saying, either way it went, we would have been happy. Obviously, we didn't want to lose, but Lil Alex is very deserving. A couple plays go differently, and that game, is his. I mean, he had 4 turnovers, I want to say, and still was within a touchdown there in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, even though he didn't force any turnovers, his defense was still pretty solid. He's got 80 overall team. It's nothing but up from here. I'm sure he's going to be back in the Super Bowl. Shout out to everybody that was in the DMs before the game, and right now saying congrats. I appreciate it. Better league is the best, man. And this is really the perfect time for me to win the Super Bowl. I was telling Lil Alex, the wife is due here soon. I don't know how much more focus, I'm going to be able to put on Madden. So it was good to get the Super Bowl and go on a little run, especially after last cycle. I mean, last cycle was brutal. I would load up in the playoffs, and I almost felt like the writing was already on the wall. There was just some bad luck that was going on for me. But like Lil Alex said, I feel like I've improved a lot. And, man, it feels really good to win the Super Bowl. I appreciate you guys commenting the game. I'm sure I'm going to watch it back, and I'm sure it was great commentary. So thank you for putting that show on.
Absolutely. Ben, I'll get your final thoughts before we close it out.
Yeah, no, our pleasure to put this game on. Both of you guys, I mean, just wonderful season. Hero, congrats. I mean, What an exciting time. I mean, it's got to be. I know this feels really good, but there's bigger things to come in your life and onward. But really just happy for you, man. No one in this league is more deserving, has put in as much work and over the course of years and years and years of just, going through and getting on the short end of the stick to finally just absolutely put it all together in season one. I mean, what do you think going forward? Can we expect maybe a little bit more? I don't know. Miss Paul could step up so that you can make a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna make a couple more, I think I just need to continue to improve. I gotta become a little bit more well-rounded. I think in the regular season, I threw the ball a little bit better. Obviously, my game plan worked in the playoffs, but to be like those users that have won 2, 3, 4, 5, plus Super Bowls. I think you got to become a little bit of a better passer, and I'm still continuing to get better there. So who knows? Maybe next couple seasons we just start slinging it around with Baker and try to get a little bit better going against this great competition in Better League.
Congratulations to Hero, and that's going to wrap it up for another fantastic Better League season 34, and it's just going to get better from here. We should be advancing to re-sign at some point if we're not already there, but fantastic season. Thank you all so much for being in here. Shout out to Connor, who gifted 5 subs. Shout out to Dan, who gifted a sub. Shout out to Top Madden Gaming, who rated us and also gifted 5 subs, and Taint, who gifted 5 subs. Thank you all so much. Thank you all who followed in here for Better League Network. There'll be more streams to come. It might be a minute because we're going to have off season here shortly, but we'll be right back at it with the game of the week. And the first game of the week is going to be whoever Hero is playing week 1. So we'll be back in Cleveland at some point to celebrate the Super Bowl. Fantastic season so far. There's another follow by Illegal Miss, the assistant coach of the year, I heard. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. And that'll do it for Better League season 34.
CMass.